Guys, again, we have Rob the credit guy in the house. I'm pretty sure as of now, you guys know who he is because he has been, featured on our channel multiple different times. Okay. And if you guys are new to the channel, just go ahead and subscribe to it. And if you guys need more credit repair leads, check the description box below and schedule a, free strategy session with us. So, what's up, my bro? What's up?
What's up, man? We're going to talk about something very important, and
Mm-hmm.
we're going to drop some big gems on you guys today. So make sure right now that you subscribe to this channel, like it. Make sure you have your notebook, your pencil, your pen, your crayon. Write this on a napkin, whatever you have, because the information that we're going to share with you is about to change your life.
Let's get it.
So one of the biggest things that Harshal does is him and his team is brings you an abundance of leads. Now,
Mm,
having an abundance of leads is a good problem. It's like, man, I got all these leads, all these potential clients, but the problem is a lot of you are not closing at the
mm,
highest potential that you should be closing.
mm,
And sometimes you can fall into a slump and you might say, well, man, I got a bunch of leads, but there are a lot of broke people. Nobody
mm,
can afford my services. And you might be charging 200, you might be charging 1500, whatever that is. The price, the price doesn't matter. What matters
true.
is you have to be able to build value, pre-qualify, and close the deal.
Mm,
Now, it's very important for you to be able to find the right credit repair client.
true.
Why? Because if not, you're going to end up spending a lot of time with the wrong people. So
Mm,
let's get right into it so we can show you guys how to close these deals and pre-qualify.
yep.
All right. So we only have, because this is a short video, guys, so we
Yeah.
only have enough time to go over the three main reasons why you're not closing more sales. So the
Mm-hmm.
first one is going to be pitching everyone. You don't need to pitch everyone. Just because you got them on the phone doesn't mean that you need to go right into the script and, hey, well, this is what we could do for you. And we're going to fix your credit. You're going to
Mm-hmm.
buy the house. And, here's the price. Are you ready to sign up? Like, listen, guys, that's what everybody else is doing. And that's why you sound like everyone else. And that's
Yeah.
why you're not closing the deals. Now,
Mm,
another thing is when you pitch everyone,
mm-hmm.
and you go right into the pitch, you got to remember that you don't know if you're talking to the decision maker. You got
Mm,
to make sure you're talking to the decision maker. What if you're talking to the wife, but the wife doesn't make any decisions without talking to her husband first or her
mm-hmm.
spouse? That's important for you to know. Why is that important for you to know? Because you are about to spend, or you already spent 30 to 45 minutes on the phone. Some
Mm,
of you spend an hour or more on the phone with this person to only find out, hey, Mr. Credit Repair Agent, I'm sorry, but I can't sign up right now because I got to wait till my husband comes home and
mm,
he's the one that's going to help me make this decision. Now you're sitting there like, damn, I just spent an hour on the phone with this person and just wasted time.
yeah.
And then what happens next? You try to follow up with that person. You already gave them the price, you already gave them all the value, all of that. And you try to follow up with a phone call or text message, and now you get ghosted. They don't even call you, they don't text you back, none of that. And the worst part about that is not only did you spend money on the lead, you didn't close a deal, you wasted time, and then you know what probably happened is the spouse or whoever you talked to, they probably went and talked to their partner, their spouse,
Mm,
and there's no way that they're going to explain it the way you're going to explain it. So
mm,
all the spouse heard was the price. That's all they heard. They
mm,
didn't the partner, the spouse didn't have enough information to be able to make an informed and educated decision because they weren't on the phone call with you with you and the original person. That's the problem. So you got to make sure that you're talking to the decision maker. You
yeah.
also want to make sure that the person can even afford your services. Let me give you an
Mm,
example. I talked to a lady today and she's like, hey, Rob, I saw you online and I want to join your credit repair company. And I'm like,
mm,
okay, great, awesome. Hey, well, tell me a little bit about your credit situation. This is
mm,
within the first 30 seconds of the call. And
mm-hmm.
then she responds and says, well, I want to fix my credit. I have some collections, some other negative items on there, but I just lost my job. I'm getting back on my feet. And she went on with her story, right?
Yeah.
Well, what's the problem with that? The problem is
Mm-hmm.
she just told me she doesn't have a job, where
Yeah.
most of you are ignoring number two, ignoring the red flags. That's a
Yeah.
red flag.
Mm.
And so most of you are not paying attention because you're not really listening. You're just waiting for your opportunity
Yeah.
to do your pitch, to
Pitch.
do your sales script.
Yeah.
And then you go right into it, ignoring the fact that this lady just told you that she doesn't have a job. And if she doesn't have a job, guys, easy math. 1 + 1 is what? It's not 4, it's 2, right? So you gotta do the easy math. If she tells you she doesn't have a job, that most likely means she doesn't have money to pay you for credit
Yeah.
repair either. And as a matter of fact, when we train our mentees and we
Mm-hmm.
coach them, we teach you guys how to operate with good morals and ethics.
Yeah.
Because once we train you, you're going to be good. You're going to be making 90% of your sales are going to be done on the first call. But what I don't want you doing is ignoring the red flags, still trying to sell this lady. And you
Mm.
might get one payment out of her, but the next payment is decline. Why?
Yeah.
She don't have a job.
Yeah.
So don't waste your time with people who can't afford your services.
Mm.
And just a friendly advice, customer service, don't be rude to these people either. Don't, hey,
Yeah.
well, you can't afford my services. Okay, thank you. Bye. So always operate with good morals and ethics. Don't ignore the flags. Just to list a couple of the red flags, this is where you guys really need to be taking notes. If someone tells you, again, they don't have a job, if someone tells you, I'm getting back on my feet, okay, well, what does that mean?
Mm.
So because getting back on that feet, they could be living out of a motel. I've
Mm.
had situations like that where I'm talking to people like that. Uh, um, you know, they could be financially, okay, which means
Yeah.
they're living paycheck to paycheck, but that's surviving. You know, Forget about credit repair for a second. A lot of these individuals, when you ask the right questions, you'll find out that they can't afford to add anything. Forget about credit repair. They can't afford to add anything to their financial plate right now.
Mm.
So if they can't do that, then they can't afford your services. You have to ask the right questions. When you ask the right questions, you'll get the answers. And then you determine as the professional whether you should move forward on that pitch or not.
Mm.
So another red flag is, again, when it comes to money, when it comes to the decision maker, if someone says, hey, well, I'm shopping around credit repair companies, or
Mm.
if someone says, well, hey, I tried to fix my own credit. If they try to fix their own credit, well, you got to figure out, have are they tired of trying to fix their own credit? Are they ready mentally to decide, I'm going to give up trying to fix my own credit, and now I'm ready to hire a company? So
Mm.
they have to be in that right mindset, because what happens if you spend 30 to 45 minutes on the phone with them, and then all of a sudden they're like, you know what? I'm still going to try to do these disputes myself.
Yeah.
Even though they haven't seen results the last 6 months, they really haven't seen any progress. But because you didn't ask them the right questions, you didn't get them into the right mind frame that they actually need you.
Mm.
And that's a part of building value. When you build enough value, the client automatically, you're not saying this, the client is going to say out of their own mouth, you know what? Tell me more, because I feel like you absolutely know what you're talking about. When they start saying things like that, then they realize that they need you and they can't fix their
Yeah.
credit on their own.
Mm.
And most of these people watch 10,000 hours of YouTube videos, how to fix your credit,
Yeah.
but still making very little progress, if any progress at all. So
Yeah.
again, just make sure that you're asking the right questions and not ignoring the red flags that these people are telling you. The last one, you're giving out price too quickly. So a lot of you just, well, a client, and this happens to me. So it's not just you guys. It happens to us, to our sales agents here. People will either message us on social media,
Mm.
or they'll on the phone call, hey, well, can you just tell me the price? I just want to know the price. We don't give out price up front. Why don't we give out price up front? Because there's no value in that. If you give out price, you got to remember, I always say, if you play the price game, you're always going to lose. Always. Because you know why? There's always going to be somebody that's cheaper than you. Now, in the
Yeah.
same token, there's always going to be somebody that's more expensive than you.
Mm.
Now, just because they're more expensive than you, does that mean that they're going to get better service? That it's a better company that do something different? Not necessarily. So you have to be able to articulate in a way that the client understands whether you charge $200 or $1,000, they're able to justify why they're paying that price, right?
Mm.
And so to dig a little deeper so you guys completely understand, you see I got Michael Jordan on there, right? So it hurts to even look at that picture because
Yeah.
this this is how you feel when you're not closing deals. You're beating
Yeah.
yourself up, you're hanging up the phone saying, man, after the fact, you play that call back in your mind and you're like, man, I wish I would have said this. I wish I would have said that.
They
When
get
in reality,
frustrated.
yeah, you get frustrated. It is frustrating because you're trying to build this business and you're not able to close deals like the way you want. So your business is hitting a cap. You're stuck right now.
Mm.
So that's why we offer this training. You already see the website on there, robthecreditguy.com. But
Yes, sir.
what I wanted to tell you was to give you an example to elaborate further. It's kind of like, and I'm going to use Michael Jordan as an example. Imagine you go to the store, to the mall, and you look at a pair of Jordans, and those Jordans are special edition. They're $500. That's a lot of money for some shoes, but you really want them. Now you walk away and you're like, I don't know if I want to spend $500 for some sneakers. That's a lot of money. You're not able to justify, right? But now let's pretend that the shoe salesperson walks over and says, hey, look under the shoe at the bottom, and it actually has Michael Jordan's signature. Now it has his signature on it. So what happened? The salesperson didn't increase the price. They didn't give me a discount. It's still $500. It's still the same price. But what happened? The salesperson, they gave me some information that I didn't have and I didn't know previously.
Yeah.
And now I'm able to justify, oh man, this has Michael Jordan's signature. This is worth way more than what I'm about to pay for it, which is
Yeah.
$500. I could possibly turn around and sell this for $2,000 because it has a signature on it.
Mm.
Now, as a customer, you're able to justify why you're about to spend $500.
Yeah.
It's no different with credit repair. So whether you're the type of company that charges $300 to start and then $99 a month, or you're the type of company that charges $1,500 or $2,500, you got to understand that price is just a number. It's made up. The price does not matter. What matters is if the client can justify whatever your price is, so high, low, medium, whatever, but the customer has to be able to justify why they're about to pay the price that they're about to pay. That's very important. If they can't justify the price, then they're not going to sign up. And that goes to show, and this is not on the screen, but I'll just throw it out there as an extra nugget. For those of you who maybe started at $1,000 for credit repair and then started lowering your price because you weren't making sales, you're still not making sales. You know why? Because the price doesn't matter. You thought that lowering the price was going to make you more sales because it's cheaper, it's easier for people to buy. They're still not buying because you're not building enough value for them to make sense of why you charge what you charge. So lowering your price is not the answer. It's absolutely, it's not. If anything, you're just going to go out of business even quicker and get more frustrated because to your mind, logically, you're like, man, I lowered it to $200 and $79 a month. Why aren't people signing up? Because you're not able to articulate it. You don't have a structured script that's actually making sense to the client and separating you from all the other credit repair companies or individuals or salespeople. So, and whether you own a credit repair company or not, and you're watching this, and you might be an employee of a credit repair company, and you're just trying to make sales. I'm talking to you. I'm just talking about sales. You don't have to be a business owner. So, very, very important. Make sure, again, just recapping, you don't have to pitch everyone. Stop ignoring red flags and stop giving out your price. Very important.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, that was amazing value, bro. I feel it. Cause like we have seen like couple of our clients get frustrated saying
Yeah.
sometimes I mean like it's not the case with everyone it's just like
Mhm.
that's the case with some of them
Yeah.
so I feel clearing this particular points out would definitely help everyone on how they can basically pre-qualify them
Yeah.
and get them on phone that way guys
I,
again
I agree, man.
yeah. Yes, sir.
One last thing I want to add is,
Yeah, yeah.
even if right now, let's say you're closing, 40% or even 50%,
Yeah.
that's good. That's not bad. That's good. You're
Yeah.
still making some money, but you should be closing at 80%,
Mm,
90%.
true.
So if you think you're good, when someone hires us for us to coach them and mentor
Yeah.
them on sales, by the way, we don't just teach you sales, we teach you how to build your company,
Yeah.
customer service, the marketing, all of
Yep.
that. But when it comes to sales, I don't want you to be good. Good, you know what good is, guys? Good is average.
Yeah.
And I know anyone watching this call right now does not want to be called average. That's
Yep.
almost disrespect. So, you want to be great. So
Yeah.
if you want to be great, you want to be like Mike. What did Mike do? Show up early, stay
Yeah.
late, put in the extra hours. He trained every single day to be Mike.
Mike.
And that's what
Yeah.
you have to do with sales. So you may be making some sales now. Give yourself a pat on the back, but you know
Yeah.
what? You get comfortable. When you get comfortable, that's when you become stagnant. So
Yeah.
get uncomfortable so that way you can make more sales and grow your company. So even if you're closing at 50%, yeah, I'm talking to you, you think you're good, we're going to make you great.
Yeah. Let's get it, my man. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Guys, if you're interested in Rob's program, I will leave his link down below in the description. Just check it out, and if you are looking for more credit repair leads, you can also schedule a free strategy session with us. Okay. Anything else, bro? All good?
That's it, man. We appreciate you guys watching. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it. Make sure you go back and write notes because the more that you watch this, you're
Yeah.
probably going to be like, oh, I missed that the first time that I heard it. So
Yeah, yeah.
replay it over and over again. And listen, we wish you much success. Go close some more deals. We'll see you on the next video.
Let's get it, guys. If you need more, interviews as well, I'll also link those down below. There should be like top of maybe like 3, 4 of Rob's video. Just check that out if you want to hear his own story. And yeah, guys, until next time, adios, amigos. Let's get it.